this one on. This will be good. This will be good. I should pull up the lyrics wherever they are. I'll post this first. Yes. Well, I can't find it. There we go. Okay. I can address you guys now. I'm sorry, I had a couple things I had to take care of. Thank you for being patient with me. Cynthia is first. Yippee! Bucky's here. Bean is here. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, I'm Liga. Hi, Liga. It's been a little rough for me. And maybe it's not like as rough as it could be. I shouldn't be complaining or anything, but still, I wish I would. You know, what's that one thing Gandalf says? Oh, and Bilbo says, it's like, I wish we need not have lived in times like these. And then Gandalf just says, as does everybody, but it's not for them to choose. It's only what you choose to do in those times or something. I forgot. Let me get the actual quote. Hold on. And Liga, thank you for the sub. 13 months. That's you've broken the year streak. That's insane. Let's see. Hobbit times quote. Oh, it's Frodo, my bad, not Bilbo. I always get them confused, because I remember Bilbo better than anybody else. I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf, and so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide, and all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. And, like, I wish it was a little different for me right now. For various circumstances, but I'm gonna do what I can. So yeah. And there will be likely much song skipping because I'm very picky today. Anyway, I'm gonna be drawing. I had a kind of glach day, but I'm gonna be drawing. And hopefully I can make something pretty. I'm debating whether or not I should try and like study anatomy or something. Maybe I should figure out how like a rib cage works. Cause like I think I'm getting slightly better with the heads. I'm definitely not 100% there because I have trouble drawing them at certain angles, and it's like I don't have a firm understanding of everything yet. But it's better than it was, and Yeah, you know, of course, the next thing you try and draw after you draw the face is, you know, you try and draw the bust, and then you can put the torso, and then you got the stomach, and then the pelvis, and then the legs. Oh God, legs, and then feet. Don't even get me started. I cannot. Feet are hard. Anyway, everything should be connected. If my drawing tablet dies, I will deal. I'll find a way to plug it in somewhere. I'll think about that later if it happens, though. Hi, Red Vessel, and hi, Deadpool. Welcome, you guys. Does anybody have any cool things that happened to them recently? I could use the spread of positive vibes. Tell me about a cool thing that's happened, y'all. No one ever tells me about their day, so that would be really cool. Get a canvas here. Da 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 da. Achievement for super hot. MCD. MC. What is an MCD? MCD. But anywho, congratulations. I'm not exactly sure how hard it is. You're gonna have to explain that to me. But mind control delete. That sounds intense. Oh, definitely went to Ren Fair. Oh, so lucky. Did you get anything cool, or did you see anything fantastic? You go see any shows? I love the Ren Fair. A video of knights fighting. As long as the focus isn't around, like, for instance, like Deep Rock Galactic has like references to alcohol. I just don't want to emphasize drinking, if you know what I mean. Cause like, I know it's a personal thing that like I don't like alcohol, and so I try not to like condone it, I guess. But drinking is a serious like thing that can happen, just like with drugs. It's an addiction that can happen, so like I just don't want to push it, I guess. So if it just seems to focus excessively, or like the focus is particularly on the alcoholic aspect of it, then no go. But yeah. Just dig. Oh hey, Bucky, what's up? I don't know why you didn't show up on the. Never mind. You talked at the beginning. I think you said like an emoji. I'm like, I don't remember a message. I was like, oh wait, no, there it is. I'm just silly. Anywho, I was thinking maybe I should try and explore new brushes today. But anatomy practice, perhaps. Wait, watch this. Ready? I'm gonna see how many times I can draw over the same thing and get it mostly right. Nope. Okay, that's a little bit harder for me. Okay. Okay, that's a lot harder. Anywho, I wonder, like, I got this that I could continue. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I have this I could continue coloring. Let's put that back over here. Yeah, okay. But I could also draw something new. I don't know. Dig. What do you mean dig? Infinite amount of wires? Wait, not too many wires, you're gonna get lost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an anatomy torso study today. And the funny thing is, a lot of the time, I don't know if anybody knows, but I very often just don't look at anything. Like the Hilda stream was an exception because I needed to actually copy the art style, but I just don't usually look at things. I kind of try and figure it out myself, see how far I can get, because I feel like I copy things otherwise, so that's kind of hard. Yeah. Oh, you mean like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, they got me because the money was tight, but it's always nice to. Yeah, all the stuff is so well made. The only thing that is sort of cheap are the drinks, and even those are not exactly cheap. Especially the tankards. Those things are huge. Imagine how much apple cider you fit in there. Hot apple cider is one of my favorite drinks. So you better bet you would find me with like, what is it, like the giant dill pickle and like an apple cider in hand. You have to learn OBS. Okay, there should be a bunch of guides for you to follow. It's a little bit much to handle at first. I know it's like a lot of moving parts. There will be scuff. There will be scuff. Just as a disclaimer, in case you weren't already aware. But, yes. Prepare thyself. Hi, I speak. What? I think the hip needs to be wider. That's the first time I've ever tried drawing a torso like that, so. HR needs more alpha. Oh, you gotta spell it with an A. A-L-F-U-R. That's how you spell his name. I guess it's a little bit difficult to decipher with like the British accent because it sounds like alpha, which is kind of funny. Because he's anything but the alpha, I think, in this case. He's very timid. But that's what we like about him. I'm so tempted whenever I draw something, like, now I want to add something cool to it. Like, I want to make this dynamic. So, like, I want this leg to go, and then this leg to go in the back. Not like that, though. I want the foot to be here. And the leg to bend, like, here. No, I don't want that. Close speak! You gotta change the E to a U. Okay. The neck would go like here, right? And it would kind of merge into the head about here. So the head would go like, the top would go there. Alright. You see, Deadpool, the only problem with the tankards or the horns though is like they're a little hard to clean because like they're made from like organic substances. From what I say, like, even though they have like this coating on the outside, there's so many little cracks and crevices. You gotta be careful about the one you choose because like almost every single one of them is dented in some way, shape, or form. But they do look really cool. It's just hard finding a good quality one. I think this head is way too tall. This would make the spine have to curve. Okay. No, I don't like, it's just turning into a mess. I don't know how to draw the pelvis. I know the spine goes like here, right? And then it goes into like the back. And then you have the two bones here that make the hips, right? Right? Oh, hey, Marco! I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still shaking a little bit of stuff, but I feel mostly up to par. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Are you doing okay? I know that the weather's changing, so I wonder how many people are also out for the count on account of that. Maybe that was a better idea to draw the hip bones. Where else do they go? They got the top, and they kind of meet here. They go in the... I need to look at a skeleton. Hold on. Finally using references. Ton. Just gotta make sure it's actually correct. You bought a dagger. A guy with a fake big headphone? That's not concerning. Oh. Okay, so we got the hip bone. You know what? I'm just gonna draw a skeleton. I hope I can do that. Hold on. I don't know if I can do that. Big bone here. This is like the top of the hip. It's like a whole lump. Hey, Shadow Bear! Hips, spines, bones. You're hungry? You have anything in the stove? It's microwave? Anything like that? If you're hungry, make sure you go eat something. What are even the point of these two holes over here? They're just bones. Why do they need holes? These need to be here. Yep, that looks a little bit better. Huzzah! Yeah, no hoorays. Who says hooray? Huzzah! You're good. Food is food. Okay. Okay. Get yourself some breakfast. There's this. This is the collarbone. The actual D collarbone. And then okay. I don't think I want to draw a skeleton actually. This is hard. But I was gonna say it's not drawing. And then the nose, and then the smile. It's kind of like that, I think. That's really wacky looking. I got like bro looks like he's dancing. That's not what I want. I was thinking maybe I could do like puppet strings. There's like this part here, this part here. Funny bones, huh? I always thought it was funny that the spine has like all these like ridges on it. It looks like a centipede. It's kind of weird. Sorry to creep anybody out. Let's see, these gotta go one. How many bones are? Let's see. Does everybody? How many? I can't count. I can't. That's too many. I need to go on top. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10. But wait, what about these? Those count? Are those the back? What is this? Do I have one of those? Where is that? I think it's too far beneath the muscle for me to feel. It said no. Elsam, hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Let me give you a shout out. If nobody beats me to it first. Thank you for the raid. Quick check. Yes, I got it. Hydration check, chore check, sleep check. If you need to go do any of those things, please do. Otherwise, stick around and tell me about how your stream was. And let's see who's here. Odyssey and Crazy for Baji or Baj. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but welcome. And Mecha Godzilla 300. Thank you guys for coming on in and chatting with me. Appreciate the really cute Mr. Raid message. So cozy. But who is that? Odyssey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hightailers Circle. I was gonna just doodle for fun, and then I was having trouble with how to draw the pelvis, so like I was like, what if I just looked at a skeleton? This is not any more fun. Gonna be here for a bit before you go to bed. Stream was really good. Oh, good to hear. What were you playing? And guys, if Elsam is too tired, do tell me about how their stream was and what you guys liked most, and I'll pass it on to them next time I see them. Oh, thank you, Mecha Godzilla. Okay, and just a reminder for everybody in chat, there is a quick sketch redeem, so if you wanna tear me away from drawing the stupid skeleton, please by all means. A cave butt? How does that work? I didn't know caves had butts. Do you mean like the back of the cave? RE4 Resident Evil? And the remakes. I hear from Toasty that the remakes are, I think if I can recall correctly, they're better than the originals. I think was 7's the bad one. I'm not sure. I'm bad at remembering numbers, but oh, ready. Kong! I was like torn. I guess like I had to look at the name of the thing that was redeemed just a second. I was like, I don't know if I'm doing a cone or a pop here. So just pardon me for taking a moment. But why is there a line here? What? I think that means that the bone is like elevated. Like this part like kind of caves in. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not gonna draw that. Oh man. Couldn't choose which was better. Whoa, what was your favorite part from each one? I am very terrified of horror games, but if we hit 1,000 followers,
the goal is to play a horror game. I think I'm pretty settled on the one that I want to play if I'm gonna play it. So we'll see how that goes, but from then on, I think also other goals. I do stream rather late, meaning since I'm bad with horror games, if I were to stream horror games, I might scream a lot. So like, I gotta put up a little bit of a wall. Also, I don't like horror games that much. So anyway, just keeping my eyes peeled for good ones. And let's see, Crazy for watching. Welcome to the Hightailor Circle. Thank you for the follow. And for Matko. Each kind of their own version. Oh. Gameplay is updated for current playstyle. Wait, did they like update mechanics or like graphics? I feel like with horror games, sometimes like the quote-unquote worse, I say quote-unquote heavily, worse graphics are better because low visibility or inability to clearly distinguish things can sometimes add to the effect of like being scared, as is like the charm behind I think a lot of the newer horror games, quote-unquote horror games. Like the biggest ones I can remember, why does this one look so much worse than the other one? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, what was the name of it? Content warning was like a free for April Fool's Day or something like that. And then Lethal Company was before that, and they have kind of similar vibes. Those are like the two big ones that I can recall. Well, that looks better. I've also seen some, what was it? Mortuary Assistant? And oh, Phasmophobia, that one was a big one too. Yes, that'll do. It'll do. Get ready for the knee joint. Bloop. Okay. And then there's another bone down there. I'm just gonna leave those. There we go. Gonna make this messier. I think that one line is like so freaking thick, man. I should probably take that down a little bit because way too thick. I'll figure it out later. And the original graphics are definitely less refined. You had to stay still to shoot. That sounds awful. Imagine having to try to run and like pause every time you want to try and like actually like say back to the hell from whence you came. That would make for a very bad chase sequence. Okay, I gotta merge these layers. Let me merge these, and then I can. Oh, okay. Now there's random lines behind the image because I put them on two separate layers. Okay. Gameplay, graphics changed something story-wise. Oh, and you're in for a ride more choice. So yeah, I chose Toasty play it for a bit. Toasty's like one of my mods sometimes in here, and a good friend. Yeah, I don't like it. The skeletons really coming together. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you're up for a recommendation, welcome to Kowloon? Historical inspirations. Ooh, I do appreciate that. Oh, I forgot. I need to... Yes, that's a little bit better. Maybe I'll go here. I'm erasing the lines I put there. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that works. It works. Okay. I will keep it in mind. Indigo Park, easier on the heart. I don't know how many I'm gonna get the opportunity to play. But I will say, like, I thought the discount would come in handy, but I got a heart monitor a while back for, like, Christmas, but, like, was it Christmas? Maybe it was my birthday or something. I forgot. It was a while ago. I think it's been at least a year. But yeah, no, whenever we do the horror game thing, you guys will know exactly how scared I am. So look forward to it. I think I also mostly got the graphics. Yeah, it's like a plugin kind of thing that you like a not plugin, sorry, web overlay that you can have, and I mostly figured that out. So that's pretty cool. If anybody is curious, I think... No, I gotta find it. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, that's not good. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it's over here. Aha! It's called Polar. I think it's still in the box. Well, unless I moved it. Anyway. I'll find more details. If anybody's curious about it, if you ask me in the Hightailor Circle Discord, I'll find more details on it. But I don't know how many people actually need to know the details, so like I'm just gonna leave it be. Thank you, Godzilla. Did I say the art project was just for fun? Yeah, I'm just messing around. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do today. I can't stay on all that long. Usually I stream like 3 to 4 hours because I like streaming a lot. It's like one of my coolest times of the day. I actually get to do things I want to do. The rest of the day is mostly prep work and fighting with Unity and Blender and sometimes my parents. Still looking for that job. I think a bachelor's of the arts in psychology would get you somewhere. Anyway, yeah, lots of things to handle, so stream is definitely, yeah, but I have to be up early tomorrow, so can't quite do that. I'm gonna go out with the Val to see one of my favorite shows. I will tell you guys about it after. So look forward to the recap on Thursday. The real psychology was a job. Yeah, I need therapy for that, not gonna lie. It's so freaking stressful. You know what? Like, okay, so I've been job hunting and I got something that called me in for an interview. I was like, yo, yippee, I got it! Usually if I can get to the interview stage of something, I'm a good interview. I can do interviews. It's just I don't have much actual experience because you kind of need a job for that. So that's usually where I run into issues. But I got a interview for a receptionist at a veterinarian's office, and it's like, it's just a receptionist job? I've handled way worse receptionist jobs, so this one should be a cinch. And they even called me in for an observation day, and I was thrilled because the way that they talked to me, like, they kind of dumped the entire, like, doctor's schedule, a bit of their habits, and I'm like, if I'm being told all this during the interview, I'm probably in, right? No, but anyway, it's just a spoiler. But they called me in for an observation and everything. Like, I understand, like, there were other candidates after me, but please only call me in for an observation. Get my hopes up like that. If you're, like, actually sure that I am, you know, gonna be called on, because why make me, like, abandon my night owl schedule, have to wake up for a 9 o'clock day, like, I haven't adjusted yet, and then, like, say, no, actually, we found somebody better, sorry. It just hurts. It just hurts. And like my parents are on my back saying like, you should have been searching for a job the whole rest of the time. And I'm like, yeah, but you wouldn't be saying that if I got the job, and that's literally not in my hands. So like, shh. Anyway, I'm trying. Yeah, they got you. First they'll ask you, do you have 5 years of experience? And then when you finally are able to say, yeah, actually I do, that's crazy. They're like, okay, so we're gonna give you minimum wage pay. I have a college degree, and the experience you're looking for. If I got experience, it's worth something, not minimum wage. I can't, Yes, thank you. Entry level, big quotation marks. Pisses me off. And you know what the funny thing is for this job? I signed up on the website, because you're supposed to sign up on the website, right? Because you don't want to inundate their mailbox with, like, you know, imagine how many people are applying, right? Because, right, there's a lot of people applying, right? Because that's why you're turning down my application. Because you found somebody better, because there's a bunch of... I submitted to the website, and the website told me, sorry, your resume doesn't fit our requirements. Bye, essentially. But I kid you not, you guys make sure you always follow up a job application that you really actually want with an email, or that you actually really need with an email, because I also emailed them saying, hey, I applied for the job on your website, and I was just following up to make sure you got it. It sounds stupid, right? Like, of course, if you sent it in through the website, they probably got it. The website sent me an email saying, yeah, like, you didn't get the job, sorry, bye. But the company, an actual human, answered, wow, your resume looks great. Well, would you like an interview? I was like, what? I think honestly that a lot of job websites nowadays literally have an AI picking for like specific keywords, and if your resume does not have the specific keywords, even if it is otherwise perfectly capable of fulfilling the requirements, if it's not exactly what the AI was taught to read, it says, oh, this resume is trash. We're not letting this through, bye. So yeah. Anyway. I gotta do the teeth. Bro's got a Joker smile right now. You got lucky. $22.50 an hour? Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. You gotta get up early. Where does the... Okay, the head kind of goes up here. Like that. $3 a.m. Huh? Nah. I would say next promotion, Bucky, ask for better hours. Please get your sleep. Sleep is very important. I know I sleep late, but at least I get all of it. You love it? I can't say that I do. You're worrying me. how far does that go? Oh! It goes like to the center of the eye. So the mouth should actually be like that. Here. Oops. Oop. You know, the easiest task in the build. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're satisfied and you promise that you're looking after your sleep, then I suppose it's alright. When I directly stare at the screen, it feels like your soul is being peered into. So you don't mind if I just go, like, I go here? I really like being able to, like, move around and actually, like, look. That is what you call good calibration. There's no muscle over there. The Creepy Nuts song is next, if I recall correctly. My playlist is playing in order. Nope, it wasn't. What song is this? Oh no, I was right! Okay, this goes here. Next time I do like an anatomy story, like I wanna actually, yo guys, you have to help me convince Vel to do drawing streams with me. Imagine having like both drawing streams, mine and then Vel's, and then we could do anatomy practice and training together. That would be so cool. Cause he's taken multiple like anatomy studies classes, so he probably knows like the concepts better than I do. He's still learning too. He's shy. But he knows a good chunk. And I feel like he could teach us some stuff. The chin feels really wide. Feels crooked. Ah well. Neck is probably too thin as well. The spine goes in there. You look a little wonky. A little deformed. That's okay. Yeah, we gotta wait till December so he can be done with all his exams and stuff. Bro is dealing with like 4 different midterms right now. It's crazy. Let's do a sketch of a drawing. Neither can see the other. Nah, the problem is that the way I have my screen set up is that my drawing screen is on one monitor. Like when I'm looking over here, I'm actually looking at my other monitor. And if I look over here, I'm actually looking directly at my model. Like I'm making eye contact with her. Because that way I know I'm making eye contact with you guys. So I would kind of see the screen. Maybe, because like it's right next to me. I'll have some more hot cocoa. Don't human skulls kind of look like pandas? Am I weird for saying that? I'm not wrong though, right? Right? Oh, serious? Just love the checking and the fact you have hands. Oh, thank you! Thank you! You know how much of a feat it was not having to deal with so much hand into frill clipping? Like, oh my goodness, Magic Cloth 2 is amazing. I love being 3D. Wait a second, how many new people are still in the room? Should I show off? Should I show off? Guys, should I show off? I can show off if we want. Do you want that? I will only boast and brag if I'm given permission. Yes. Thank you, Mako has given me the first excuse. Ready? Ready? Oh, you were there for that? I thought this was my first time seeing you with all the raid stuff. I kind of like didn't know if it was like a first time chat or something. But you guys ready? 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 So for anyone who doesn't know, my ears are hooked up to my eyes and my mouth a little bit. So I can be extra expressive with every bit of me possible. And I'm very proud because I set it up all by myself. So whenever I dilate my eyes, they go up. Like that. Whenever I put my brows down, they go down. Whenever I just blink, it's very hard to see, but sometimes there is subtle like, no, that's brows. Anyway, and also when I put my mouth to the side, that's how I do my ear wiggles. Also, you often lurk before you raid. Oh, I see. Wait, are you a VTuber or streamer? Sometimes I know actually non-VTubers come in, and that makes me feel really cool. It was wrong of me to assume, but it's usually the case. Anywho, if anyone wants to see any more showing off, I am more than happy to do so, if given the excuse. For now, I'm gonna go back to, oh, is that a yes? Mostly say so. Hey, you know what? That gives me an excuse to check you out as well. A lot of the people that come in here, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of stopped looking at some point, because like the VTubing sphere is very heavily dominated by not safe for work things, and it makes it just very difficult for me to raid into anything. Between being like family friendly and not swearing, it's just very difficult to find anybody who, I understand like not a lot of people, so I'm not expecting like 100% of anything, but just remotely more family friendly. So as long as you're not like crazy, which is a lot of people on here, then I think I can bring my community over confidently if I'm ever energetic enough to raid. I really have been trying to do more raiding, but I've just been so tired by the end of everything. Yeah. Okay, so there are 9 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have enough space. Happy to see on the family list. Yes! Exactly. And Adi, you're absolutely fine. My pronouns, for anybody curious, I don't know if I've actually put them anywhere, are she, they, so feel free to use anything like that. And if you accidentally dub me he, like, whatever. I don't care really. But my preference is for she, they, so no. Yeah. I think this is the first time I've ever drawn legs kind of decent. It's too bad they're bones. And Mako, what'd you see? Back to this story. Well, actually, let's see. How close are these bones? They're pretty spread out. I wonder if I just didn't make it long enough. This actually seems like gigantinormous. So let me make that a little bit smaller. The bottom feels right, but the whole top part just feels a little much. Just a touch. A little bit. Yep. Bring it down. Give some more room to the torso. Yes, that's better. And this part should be brought down. I didn't draw this whole back section with the tailbone. That goes there. Like that. And then the spine is a little bit longer. Yep. Yeah. Bare bones legs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you guys. You wanna learn anatomy too, but finding time. Yeah, honestly, anatomy is not fun for me. So trying to stay motivated to practice it is really hard. If I don't have like something funny, that's not funny. Like part of it, like I'm just literally just making fun of the face at this point, but I need something to keep me sane. Because honestly, the only thing keeping me from just going back to color this is I just want to be able to draw these things myself. Like Joy Balance did the the line work, and I'm coloring this, and I love coloring. I freaking love coloring. But in order to color, I need to either have a great basis of how to do color without the lines, or I need to work on my line art. Now, I don't know if everyone? I don't know if anyone has seen the slideshow I put together of like what I think of as like my ideal art style, but I love the way that Genshin does a lot of its art style with the live 2D, and I want to be able to emulate that. It's just really freaking hard because what I'm doing right now is pretty messy, and you gotta know, like, TCG blind art is so freaking, like, this is a line. This is a line. Not that part quite, but it's clean, and I wanna be able to. I have mostly clean line art, but it's hard to get the proportions right. It's not what I want. The piece is so good. You guys. Wait, I'm gonna. Don't tell her I'm promoting her. Hold on. I'm gonna go get her website. Go check her out. You promise? She does so much work. She did last year's birthday wallpaper. Joy Balance. She's on. Oh, wait, you should get her website or her VGen. I'm gonna get her Blue Sky actually. You guys can follow all her stuff on there. We're all on Blue Sky, right? Right. Alright, I'm gonna find it. Joy Balance. Okay. Now you go, you follow. She's an amazing artist. And for anyone who wanted either the 2023 gift, which is the one Joy made, if it's gonna load the command. Are my commands just not working? What's it? Stream elements. Is it not working, or did I type it in wrong? Ah, it needs to be wallpaper. So, okay, we have 2023 wallpaper, which is the one that Joy did. And then we have the 2024 wallpaper, which Jellyfish did. We have two very talented jellyfish artists. But if anyone wants to download those, they're out both for free. You can leave a tip if you want to, like, help support the stuff I do. But they are for free, and they look very nice. And if you like them, you know, go find the artists. Their stuff is linked in the Ko-Fi. And just give them a pat on the back. Lying confidence, fast, quick strokes. Yeah. Except, like, getting it to be the, like, this head is probably actually ginormous. Yeah, I need to make this head. So, like, getting it right is just really hard. Let me see, like, I can go back and find a sketch that I was working on a little bit ago. I think the neck needs to be a lot longer. And I do get here. Yeah, that's better. Still, I think a little bit big. Anyway. Jellyfish have many arms, therefore good art. You know what Joy likes to say? You can trust a jellyfish with your credit card information because they can't remember anything. And with the way that PayPal doxes you, like, that's kind of a great thing. Funny to hear artists keep saying line art is the worst, color gives favor. I mean, line art, if you don't know how to do it, is not fun. And I feel like coloring is largely intuitive, at least for the first part. You're like, oh, okay, we have an uncolored region. Let's fill it in with color. And you're done. Except you're not, because you have to worry about shade, render, and all the rules that go with shading and rendering. So it's not all fun and games when you color, but I feel like it's much more rewarding just because, yippee, colorful! That's the wrong color. Let's go back here. Dun, dun, dun. You think coloring is the hardest? What? Why? Wait, you guys want to see, like, wait, okay. I'm already really far along with this piece, so trying to teach you guys how to color easy, just give me some more fan art, line art to work with, and if it's good for stream, I will color it. I will show you guys how to color easily, no pain. Oh, she's here. Hi, Joy. I was not talking about you, I promise. Oh wait, I can sing this. I'm gonna sing this. Because I can. Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, les monts seraient-ils plus beaux? Non pour la nature, chère mes l'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies et la cité elle nourrit ainsi que trame doux amours. I'm looking for the other one. Hold on, I got this. I think I found it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Non, les grands amours ne suivent pas, c'est l'un Dieu fleurira, c'est notre histoire de vie, douce à mes voix, je suis saoulée toujours là, et vois le monde dans sa beauté, et ça changera jamais, jamais.
I need to practice that song a little bit more, so that way, when I run it by Faf, for anyone who doesn't know, Faf is the lovely person who made my 3D model. He also speaks French, which is what the song is in. So I need to up my game before I go to him for a final like check, because I do at some point want to make a cover of that song. Okay, back to drawing. Thank you. I have to have every excuse to practice. And not gonna lie, when I'm nervous, it's very hard for me to sing. You know what one of the biggest things that makes me nervous is? Singing in front of people. So like, I do it to myself to get myself to be less nervous about it. Because when I'm nervous, it really messes with my breathing and how well I'm able to hold a note. So I figured, hey, if I'm gonna be in a recording studio, somebody's gonna be behind that glass giving me the thumbs up. Hey, ready, record. I want to be ready for that. Because I do want to be a voice actor. And I need to be able to overcome my fears. There's just a decent amount of them, so it's gonna take me some time. Oh yeah, wait, I did sing a song. Hold on, you're right. You're so right. Let me get it. Guys, Compliant asked me to make a song, or sing a song, and he made the song. So let me get, this is the YouTube link. I want you guys to look at the YouTube link. So here's the YouTube link. If you get, there's gonna be an ad in like 4 minutes. So when the ad comes, go listen to it. Thank you for the reminder, Beat. When did I get into VA stuff? 2020. Guys, this is my chance to show off, but like for good reason. So essentially when Genshin came out, I've been into voice actors for a while, and I think the first time I ever designated my favorite voice actor was 2019. Days gone by without mentioning Murase Ayumu. Now Zero once again. My favorite voice actor is Murase Ayumu. And the year 2020, or the year before, I forgot. I went to an anime convention, and they had a poster for Genshin, and I was like, wow, that's a Breath of the Wild ripoff. I'm not gonna play that game. Spoiler. I have a Genshin-esque character, and I'm trying to get into the game as a voice actor of my own character. So anyway, I saw that, I played the game, it was an amazing game. Thank you, Matko. So yeah, I've been adamant about trying to build myself as a content creator, because I know that there are other VTubers or streamers that usually their thing is that they do voice acting and streaming, like they stream with their voice acting, so like that's why they're part of like voice acting agencies. But I want to be able to write a letter to Hoyo and say, hey, I want to be in your game, and I want to voice act my own character, and I want to do it in English and Japanese, because I know a little bit of Japanese. I'm working. I gotta get back into class for Japanese, but yeah, after seeing the game, playing the game, getting obsessed with the game, I love the attention to detail and so much of what they do. They're slacking a little bit with Natlin, a lot, but anyway, I really love a majority of the game, and so I picked up voice acting because, first of all, I think it's amazing and fun, and I was a little bit interested in it even before Genshin, but yeah. So like roughly 2019. Yeah. Who am I gonna cast? You know who I gotta cast. I just gotta get the rest of the cast in here. Who's gonna be in the movie with me?
Wait, I'm not scary, right, guys? Right. Whenever somebody's like being that's really sweet, but at the same time I'm always worried. People have told me that their friends have declined or not like approached me for collabs because they think I'm too scary. Like, and I don't want to come off scary. I just want to be like, I just take this very seriously. This is what I want to be my job. So like, there needs to be like some professional rules, and like some people are like, you're taking it too far. I'm like, yo, if I ask you not to curse on my stream when we collaborate, and you go ahead and break that rule, like, I'm gonna write out consequences for you, so don't do that. But some people don't take it that seriously, and it's like more of a hobby. I want this to be a job. You know what I mean? So, thank you, Mako! Bucky, no! Why am I scary? I don't want to be scary, so legit, if there's something I can do to make things less scary, I would love to do that. Imagine not having boundaries, right? I learned the hard way. I spent my entire middle school and high school with somebody who, okay, school boredom, somebody very, very clingy had a crush on me. I did not have a crush on them. And essentially kind of kept gaslighting me and convincing me that if I didn't give them attention or if I weren't their friend, that they'd probably emotionally collapse, maybe content warning, suicide. So that was rough, and that was because I didn't know how to set boundaries. Like, being nice is one thing, but understanding when you're being taken advantage of is a complete other thing. Luckily, Vel pulled me out of it, and he's just like, this guy is treating you like crud, you need to just get away from him. And I did, and I feel a lot better now. And I think that is reflected in the way that I like run my community, and I feel like everybody who runs a community should also do this. If you put down a rule, if you say it has to be like this, right? If somebody goes and just completely ignores what you just said not to do, you should set up consequences. This is exactly what happens when you break the rules. You're not happy about it? Well, you shouldn't have broke the rule. I have my boundaries, and if you want to violate them, you're not gonna get the respect you want. You're not gonna get the treatment you want. You're not gonna, it's not gonna work out, because if you can't respect my space, I'm not gonna respect your desires either. And so you just remove yourself from that atmosphere. You don't need to deal with them most of the time. Sometimes in the cases like work, with the stupid coworker who won't treat you right, or you're stuck in class with a student who sits next to you who, treats you awful. Sometimes you can't exactly escape it, but just setting consequences and boundaries is super important, and making sure that you actually uphold them when they're violated. So, if you say, oh, don't do this, they do it, and then you don't do anything to, like, make them realize that this isn't something that you should do, whether you verbally confront them about it, or you should always verbally confront them about it, like, hey, that was not cool, and just be transparent about it, right? But some people just don't get the hint, and I was giving the guy that I was having trouble with every possible hint I could have, and he just ignored them because he didn't want to acknowledge them, because if he did, he would have had to let me go as a friend. But the thing is relationships, friendships, romantic, whatever it is, they work two-way street. So, if you're gonna abuse me and treat me like that, gaslight me, whatever, like, you have to say, like, enough's enough. That's 6 bones, that's not Anyway. Vel and the rest of the mod team have taught me a lot about setting boundaries. I used to think, like, oh, maybe I'm not giving them the hint well enough kind of thing. But no, some people just will ignore it because they don't want to have to acknowledge it, because that means that they were doing something wrong, or that they have to change the way that they're doing things. And if they're benefiting from abusing the situation, they're not gonna want to stop. Yeah. Does that make sense? I know I kind of went all over the place, because it's quite a touchy topic, and I had a lot in my brain, so yeah. And exactly, Odyssey, yeah. When you're not confrontational, and I don't like confronting people either, but sometimes it's just really important because they just don't get the message, or they ignore the message intentionally. And for quote-unquote pushover people, like, there are different kinds of pushover, I think. There's pushover in that you don't have the energy to do something, or that you don't feel like you have the right to do anything. And those are both very dangerous ways of thinking. Because when something happens, right, something makes you sad, something makes you angry, you feel that way for a reason. And by not addressing the thing that makes you sad, angry, whatever it is, you essentially give it permission to continue existing. And sometimes there's not anything you can really do about it. But if you don't want to have to put up with it, you need to say something. And if you just let it go, and even if you put down hints, if those hints aren't acknowledged or they're disregarded, like, you need to step it up a little bit, because otherwise you're not going to get acknowledged. It's just going to keep going. Yeah, it's a very ugly cycle. So, like, make sure you stand up for yourselves. Fine, people need things, exactly, they do need it spelled out sometimes because of, the ignorance. Either they just can't read the room, or again, yeah, they ignore it. So you can't just hint anymore at a certain point. If something's said to your face, there's only so much denial you can do with that, right? Unfortunately, and I've been trying to do this with my parents, like, I'm upfront about how I feel. Like, I am scared to draw. I am scared of cooking, because I've had many, many bad experiences, and I've been told, like, you just need to get over it. And I'm like, I understand, like, these things are important, but the way that they're pushing me to do them, like, it feels like you're asking a second grader to do algebra, and the second grader is saying, I do not feel ready for this, and you're trying to make them do it anyway. And, like, maybe I'm at the point where I should know how to do these things, but the fact is I still don't feel prepared for them, and pushing me in head first is not the way to go about it. So, like, I've been trying to be clear about how I feel and how I want to handle it, and they're like, oh, so what can we do to help you? And I'm just like, just let me figure it out by myself, because I have a way I want to do it. And it just doesn't sit with what they want, so it doesn't work. Anyway. I've been having a bit of trouble lately. Anyway. I hope that gives anyone who is worried a little bit of insight into what I'm dealing with. Thank you, Bucky. Advice on how to get better at drawing? Do it. just, like, I don't know how to draw, guys. I'm, like, look at that rib cage. Like, the bones look okay, but that rib cage? Nuh-uh, that's not it. I don't know how to do rib cages very well. And that's partially probably because I'm not great at drawing in 3D. Like, if I want this to be a hand, wait, it kind of came out okay. Take it back, it's kind of hard to mess with. But if I want to draw, like, fingers, like, I want the thumb to be there. Like, I want to do, like, foreshortening. I don't understand how to put these things in space. Like, I want this to be super close. This should be the finger. But, like, it doesn't look right. Like, I want the rest of the hand over here. Somewhere. but it doesn't have the 3D effect I want, right? I don't know how to explain it. 1, 2, 3. I want this finger to be super big. You know, like those manga perspectives? Like the fingers are super big. Right? And then the hand will be like all the way... Where am I drawing? The hand will be like all the way back here. Like, I just don't know how to attach it. It always seems awkward. So anyway, my advice is to just do it, and you'll figure out gradually what you want. Oh, maybe you should do that. See? And how you need to do the thing in order to get it to work the way you want it to. Something like this. Probably. Anyway. Oh, Annie's here! Hi, Annie! I didn't even realize you popped into the mix. You're the same color as Bucky, so like I kind of put the names together. That's my bad. Hi! Learn how to interact in different situations. Yeah! Yeah! Lots of friends in different situation and conditions. Even if they were deaf, your friends tried to be nice. Aw. Yeah, overcoming disability differences is a little bit sometimes of a big barrier to overcome, because like it's essentially a new form of communication that you have to adapt to. So I understand between cultures, a lot of times like why cultures don't get along is because simply there's just misunderstanding, a gap of understanding somewhere. Because you're like, why are you doing it this way? Why do you talk like that? Why do you behave like that? Like usually it's rooted in culture, and maybe it doesn't make sense to you, but like to people in that culture, it's like, yeah, that's what we do. So I feel it's the same thing for any different kind of group. Like disabled people have their own culture because they've had to adapt differently. Like, it's funny maybe to think about, but I used to, because I'm a righty, I used to put the phone up to my ear with my right hand, right? Because my right hand is kind of what I want to use. But after becoming deaf in my right ear, I can't quite do that anymore. And it's like, why are you reaching across your face? Because I'll hold the phone in this hand, and I can't go like that. I have to reach across my face and listen like that. And people will like look at me at first when I used to go like this, because I put the phone over here because I'm so used to having it in this hand. But because of the disability, I like adapted, right? And maybe it looks a little silly to everybody, but it's what we have to do sometimes. They wouldn't get the hint. You would avoid them at all costs. Yeah, some people, again, just don't take it. They just don't want to. They'll ignore it. And some people, even after you straight up tell them, they will have attachment issues. It's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, following to your house, yeah, no. That's not okay. That's not okay. That hand actually kind of looks okay. You can kind of tell what it is. I think the finger should be rotated, like there. Like that. I'm sorry, I get distracted easily, guys. Thank you for being patient with me. It's overwhelmed. Oh, just heard the convo. Probably relate. You know, I actually got an unmarked package sent to my house with a bunch of plushies in it. And Belle really likes plushies. So the package wasn't marked, and I thought to myself, hey, maybe Belle sent these. Belle was not the one that sent them. Anyway, it was a bit of a scary realization. So if a package is not marked, ideally, my advice is burn it. I did not, in fact, burn it, but you know what I mean. I was just very disgusted. And this is like the couple months after I cut them off. So just as a heads up, some people will not take the hint. Some people are not kind. It's up to you guys to be those people. But even though I want y'all to be kind, being kind is not being walked over. When somebody violates your boundaries, separate yourself from that person. Or teach them the like, I mean this in like, not in go beat them up, but like, teach them the consequences of what happens when, you know, your space is violated. Like, I won't trust you to do these things anymore because clearly you can't acknowledge this, right? So just like setting up rules and consequences for when things are violated. Because again, some people just don't get it, won't acknowledge it, and unless there's some kind of pressure, they won't change a thing. B with the puns. Circuit, it is 100% who you think it is. Yeah. I'm not dropping any names or aliases to identify that person, but just as a word of advice to anybody who's anything like past me, there are people who will violate your boundaries, and just understanding when is okay to defend yourself. Like, don't just sit there and let them take advantage of you. It's not right. Just because you're kind and you're like, oh, I don't want to call them out on this because it's going to make them feel uncomfortable, it's going to make them feel bad. Like, maybe it wasn't really that bad, they maybe just didn't get the hint. Well, if it's the 50th time of them not getting the hint, you gotta stop giving them the benefit of the doubt, because it's nice to give people the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to your safety, your sanity, if people are chipping away at that by taking advantage of when you're being nice, you need to stop and take care of yourself first. Kindness appreciated, but like, you matter. So don't let people, like, you know, walk all over that. Don't quite like the thumb. Exactly, Bucky. When somebody's gone through the trouble of making your life miserable by like ignoring every hint, the elephant is sitting like smack dab in the middle of the room and they're still looking at the corner, like, bro, like Bucky said, you being miserable is not worth, like, at that point, there whatever like consequence of like sadness or embarrassment or whatever it is. Like, your sanity matters more. Your well-being matters more than somebody who's not willing to pick up on a stupid hint. Yeah, it came out a little bit better than I was thinking it would. Something's up with the thumb, so I don't like that. This one finger is pretty good. I don't know if I like the middle finger. I'm gonna see how these go. I completely neglected the skeleton. I'm just drawing the hand. Makes you think of Haikyuu. Honestly, Haikyuu is one of the biggest inspirations for me wanting to study foreshortening. Because they had a bunch of really cool foreshortened shots in that show. Takai kabe. I don't know if you watch the dub, if that makes any sense, but anyway. The thumb should face like this way, right? This way. You watch sub? Oh, I think it's like the first line of the show. Takai means tall, so it's twice. Takai kabe as well. This thumb is not going the way I want it to. Is it attached to the right spot? Okay. Huh? Oh no, it's in a completely different spot. Let me... Okay. Recalculating. That needs to be a little bit longer, but that's the idea. Maybe it's too far. The thumb seems to be inside out. Yeah, a little bit. Recalculate the bone roll, not the normals. Oh. I'm just using my own hand as reference. This has to go like... It needs to go like this. Oh, that's much better. Wait a second. Yeah, something like that. I need to fix the bottom. Everything going according to Keikaku. Looks like your color is a bit confusing. Oh. Yeah, you both are the same color, so pardon me if I ever do get you confused. It looks like it's about to steal your soul. I gotta fix that, but I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna put the skeleton on a different layer. Can skeleton wield foxfire? You know what the answer to my... I'm gonna answer that in just a second. Just give me a moment. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Better than foxfire wielding. He's on fire. He's got, yeah. Yeah. You know what? I don't feel like drawing the other arm, so I'm just gonna... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thumb! Yippee! I'm done with the skeleton. I don't want to draw the skeleton anymore. Actually, wait, that's good where it is. The pinky needs to go down. Reanimation? Wait, I like that idea. Except not the animation part. Don't make me do that. That's a little hard. Like, do. I don't know how to draw the ball that many times, man. Something like that. Why does that look bad? That's how it actually looks. Except I think maybe that one's supposed to be more angled. No, it's because this one is facing more towards the camera. But it's angled like that. Same thing with the pinky. Why are her fingers so hard? Man. These two fingers look great, but I think I don't know if I can do these other ones. I think it feels wrong. It should be like the last two fingers don't really do that. That maybe, and then which way is it facing? Okay. It needs to go. It actually needs to get that finger shape back. I need the finger shape back, please. It's not the finger shape. It's too much of a sausage. That's too much there. It looks a little better, but still not quite. The pinky goes like that, and then the skin goes underneath. And the knuckle comes from back here. If you're guessing correctly, AutoMod censors certain phrases. Yes! If your shortened phrase has a curse word in it, odds are it got yoked. It does feel like it's missing a finger, and it's really strange. I had the same impression. Okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy. Okay. I have a feeling it's because of the ring finger. Doesn't really feel like a finger. Yeah, that is a curse word. That's a curse word. That's why it's not being let through. If you sound it out real careful. It's got a bad word in there. Unless it makes absolutely no sense why something's gotten censored, then please don't try and get around the filters. But if you think Automod is ever wrong, then feel free to reach out to any of our mods in the High Circle Discord and we will fix it. We understand the systems aren't always perfect. Nope. You know what? That's pretty good, all things considered. It just keeps looking like a sausage. I don't know how to fix that. Man. Is a reference. Ah! No, Mako, no! You see, one of the reasons I really want to learn how to do foreshortened hands is that I just think that, like, a foxfire effect would look so cool. Like, imagine, like, the fingertips, like, encased in this... Hold on, I got this ready. And then it, like, pulls it from, like that. Yeah. I just think that looks like a really cool effect, and I want to be able to draw something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do like a really cool phone wallpaper at some point. That would be so cool. I want to have something cool on my phone. Like, I already have something cool on my phone, but it's like I want something on my character. Problem is, I have to commission that or do it myself. Sign you up? Wait, for what? Are you gonna help me make the wallpaper, or like are you in the gang that like you wish but it doesn't exist yet? Or both? And the cool thing I can do like do that a little bit better. Yo, wait, that would be so sick. Coral. Phone art if you're actually good at drawing. Hey! You have every excuse in the world to practice. Guys, you should draw with me. Draw with me. And if you draw something for my character, you can put it in the fan art channel. If you only do the line art, I could color it. Anyway, even if you don't do something of my character, if you do something cool that's family friendly, you can put it in the other arts channel to show everybody. If you guys, especially if like I did something that encouraged you to draw something, like, yo, show everybody. Get everybody to start drawing. Let's all draw together. Let's get good at art and be happy about finally being able to draw things. Yeah, essentially this is what I want to do for like a phone wallpaper or something. Discord, you ask? Why don't you put remove the exclamation point? Oh, sorry, remove the question mark. Remove the question mark and put an exclamation point in front of it. Trust. You had a fan art sketch idea? Go for it! Try it! And if you need a reference, you can use a reference. Other way, put the exclamation point in front. There you go, Blacko's got it. There's a command. If anyone's curious about all the different commands we have, there is a panel in the Twitch about section that you can look at. I think, wait, the arm falls. Yeah, wait, that would be where the dress falls. So that's like the chest, and then that means the OB falls about here. Meaning the dress is about here. Yeah. Is there a snack command? Maybe. Oh, Nature Kitty's here! Hello! Thank you for the hydrate! Oh, how many people hydrated? Brad did, I don't know if we got that one. And then Nature Kitty. Ready? And number 2. That should be everything. The bot actually responded. Yes. Any commands that I've set up, it will respond in the manner I've programmed it to. No dehydrating me, I'm dehydrated as it. Oh, thank you. I've been sick, I need the hydration. I forgot there was like a short where it's just like, I just need food, love and support, hydration, a little bit of sunlight. I'm a houseplant. I forgot how it goes exactly. How are the arts? The arts are indeed arting. I tried an anatomy study, got bored of doing a skeleton, so I set it on fire, and now I'm contemplating. Well, this is the furthest I've ever gotten, I think, to drafting something along the lines of what I was hoping to do. Yeah. For like a phone wallpaper. What's phone wallpaper dimensions? Let's see. Apple's biggest phone, because I know that Apple tends to be bigger. So max size is probably something like 920. That's not even 1,000 pixels. What? Oh, that's sneaky. Okay. I need a... How do I see it? I need like a sample. Just gonna drag it. I was gonna say phone wallpaper. This is 1345 by 2400. That's a completely different number. That's also a completely different number. That's also a different number. Why is everything different? Man. Another oh my goodness. Hold on. Yeah, I'm getting over it. I'm kicking the final achiness aspects. But I'm almost done. I just need to stay hydrated. Oh, there's a pop. Ready. Yeah. Thank you. Dun. Best phone wallpaper size. Let's see what it says. .640 by 960. Oh, sweet. 1290. 1290. Let's do this. 1290 by 2796. 2796. Let's see how this works as a phone wallpaper. Oh, she's tiny. Cancel. Let's make both these a little bit bigger. 50K. Bucky, you're scaring me. Yes. I need it to be like below the time. iPhone wallpaper UI guide. I need to see where the time is so I can avoid where that is. Maybe this works. Put that behind everything. That goes like there. Yeah. Roughly something like that. Probably. So the time would go there. Right?
don't think you asked when everyone joined. I'm struggling. Yay! Not really, but I'm drawing and I'm here with you guys, and things are hopefully gonna get better. Hopefully. With at least the new social media that we're using in terms of like growth, and I hope I can get a job soon so I can actually start paying for commissions, and I want to actually get some projects done, but if I get a job I'm gonna have even less time. Does not look like a proper leg. That also does not look like a proper leg. Ah. I mean, I'm not working a job because nothing will take me. But this is like, stream is like the only like work I do. Unfortunately. That doesn't earn me much of a wage, so yeah. So bad ball control over time is not possible. Yeah, honestly, if I had the whole day to, like, my biggest concern was just learning how to use Blender, like, that would be awesome. I just think the reason it's not working is because of the way that they're doing things nowadays. Like, I was saying earlier how I submitted a resume to this receptionist thing. I have receptionist experience, not only receptionist experience, but in a medical setting during COVID. So I think that's pretty impressive. I stayed there for like a whole 2 years practically, and the only reason I got laid off was because I wasn't able to take enough hours. Reason being, I was in school. I physically couldn't take the hours. So now that that's not an issue, it's really strange because nothing even wants me now that I have the college degree. So I'm just a little stuck. I don't like doing legs, man. I don't know how to do them. The dress seems a bit short. Unless it's just if I put these here and then the boots here. Will that feel better? A little bit, but they do have a little bit more space before. Yeah. Like that? Not that far. What do I major in? I was a psychology major, so I have a bachelor's of the arts in psychology. Unfortunately, that means that I can't get a job as in the medical field because I don't have a doctor's. I kind of have to go all the way or not at all apparently, and I kind of stopped because, well, first I felt like the education that I was receiving wasn't giving me what I wanted, and to be spending thousands of dollars on something you feel like isn't giving you what you want is not great. So
I didn't want to go back. I also don't really know if I want to do psychology per se. Like, the reason I really felt passionate about it is because, like, I can make people feel better. I can kind of break down what is human nature exactly and why do we feel upset and stuff like that. But sometimes, like, with my own crises that I'm facing, like, every time my parents talk to me about, like, job stuff, I feel like it's the way that they talk to me, but I end up in tears, like, every single conversation. And that's not normal for a lot of people, from at least what they told me. Like, this shouldn't be something that brings you to tears. But for me, it is. And, like, if I'm crying over something quote-unquote silly, like not getting a job when I really thought I had it, like, I didn't really feel, like, confident in trying to pursue something like being a therapist. Because I know that there are people who have it worse than me. And if I'm not able to handle my own things and I don't feel, you know, very capable of handling it for somebody else. I know we all have our ups and downs, but it's just not easy to figure out what I want to do right now. Yeah, I'm struggling quite a bit, but I'm trying. But regardless, psychology can also be used for marketing, so I'm trying to apply it to that whenever I can with my VTubing, because it's like, hey, how do I make an attractive overlay? What kind of color theory pops? What kind of tweet is gonna grab attention but isn't rage bait or clickbait or clout chasing or anything like that, you know what I mean? How do you be genuine in an environment that tries to emulate it but is very often not? Like, I'm just trying to think of, like, in a company's perspective, how do you seem like one of us? You know what I mean? And when you're trying to be professional and sometimes there's this, like, line that has to happen, right? It can get really hard. Philosophy might help out a bit. Oh, I love philosophy. And I've taken a bunch of classes in it, and I wholeheartedly agree. It is very enlightening in terms of shedding light on new ways to think. Unfortunately, I can't get a job as a philosopher. And although those classes are really, really good for me, they were also, in terms of, like, jobs and that kind of info, not good for me. Yeah. Anyway. Whoa, wait, this kind of turned out really nice. The Foxfire doesn't look exactly how I wanted it to look, but it does look pretty whimsical. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. It's a very hard balance between making it look whimsical and not exactly like fire, and also just trying to not make it look like water. Good reservoir to ever meet. I'm pretty sure also, yeah, probably if you got an eye for philosophy, we'd probably get along. It does have a ring to it, right? Can I do this for a living? Guys, can we make it happen? Honestly though, I'd love to do content creation for a living, because I have lots of ideas and I just need time. And in my case, I often need a lot more time than other people, because everything I do, I have a lot of attention orientation towards stuff, and sometimes that's good because it means, like, I have high attention to things. I can give them every bit of extra polish and proofreading, proof checking, whatever it is, and just that extra guarantee but when it comes to like the working world and dealing with my parents, very often my way isn't the best way, because it means dinner takes 3 hours instead of 1 hour, or that, you know, it takes me forever to get through paperwork because I'm making sure every name is legible, and that involves rewriting every single thing because they have to put the name of something that's not in the system. But luckily I know. If you don't know them, you wouldn't know though. So like, what's the point of filing paperwork if I don't correct it? Because then you're not gonna be able to understand. This happened like a lot at the receptionist place I was at before. Like they had me like writing in the room number when the visitor forgot to put it in, but like the name of the person they'd be visiting and their phone number, it would all be unintelligible. And like I was like, what's the point? So anyway, like, I do good work. It just takes me a long time. You know what I gotta do? I gotta look at, Hilda's got the Mara, and they have this, like, trail that kind of reminds me of how I want to do Foxfire. So, I'll probably look into that again. Oh, that looks cool. Wait, I got this. Yeah, ambition takes time. True success generally takes time. Agreed! Agreed! It's just really hard sometimes to keep going, especially when, like, the people you look up to telling you you're not doing it right, or that you're putting too much effort into certain things, or that you're not trying hard enough in general, even when you've been working your butt off. It can be hard. And Willow Knights, hello! Welcome on in to the Hightailor Circle. Thank you so much for the follow. The art stream is pretty good. I've been having a rough day, so the fact that this is coming out nicely is really reassuring. Add some fluff here. I want to start refining the sketch actually. I actually really like how this came out. I think the clock would fall fudge roughly exactly where that is. Whoa, it's not moving the hand. You're currently at your library internship. Well, if it's an internship, just make sure you're paying attention and doing everything you need to do. But anywho, welcome if you're on break. We're just chilling here, drawing. Why does all the interesting stuff have to fall exactly where the time is gonna be? I can't believe this. It's so hard to get a phone wallpaper to look good. You question yourself, ask why you need to feel sad. And when you ask that, the feeling might be killed. No, I know why I'm sad. And unfortunately, the reason I'm sad largely has to do with reasons outside my control. Like, if I got a job, I wouldn't have to worry about money so much, so I could go out with my friends without making them feel guilty about inviting me, because I know I'm low on funds. I could buy them gifts, which I love to do. I could do commissions and take some of the workload off myself if I had money to spend. My parents, this is the biggest one, would get off my back because I know that they have my best interest in mind, and that, like, I need a job to sustain myself, preferably something with benefits that's gonna actually take care of me. But they're driven to getting me to do it so much that I feel like overwhelmed, and when I didn't get the job that I thought I was gonna get, I got scolded for not looking for things in the meantime. And it's like, I understand I should have been looking for things, but job hunting is really stressful for me, and I really thought I had that job, and maybe that was like presumptuous of me, but I don't know how some people handle things. Like, I know that they're not gonna let me live out on the street or anything like that, and maybe some people don't have that luxury where they would need to get their act together, quote unquote. Otherwise, you know, worst case scenario, they'd end up on the streets. Or worse. I don't know. I can't imagine much worse besides that, but I know what's making me sad, and I just don't know how to fix it other than get the dang job. So it's a little hard. Realizing how I just end up running out of reasons to justify this sadness. Absurdism and nihilism. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like too. I mean, the best thing you can do is just tough it out till you get what you need. So it's kind of what we gotta do, and it sucks. I hope your parents aren't yelling at you about it, but yeah, it's not fun. No matter how you slice it. Yeah, it's a hard battle, because it's like your idea of what works is different from what their idea of what works is, and they'll take you taking a break as a sign that you don't care. Yes, I did not apply to the 3 job offers you sent me at 8 o'clock at night because nobody's in the office. Nobody's gonna see them, so why would I bother when I'm in the middle of 3 different things that I have to worry about right now for myself? Like, I was busy preparing things for, like, the other day's stream. And, like, that doesn't mean anything to her, because I imposed it upon myself. But yeah, it's self-imposed work, but I really hope it can go somewhere. And if I give up on it, if I stop devoting myself to it, then yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. But I'm not gonna let that happen because I care about it. Anyway, it's just a rough balance, and I'm not very good at balancing it. Yeah, and I feel like they catch me every time I'm taking a break. They never see when I'm actually working hard. It's a shame content creation doesn't pay better. This is awesome, man. At the end of the day, like, I don't think... There are certain jobs I think that AI can't replace, nor should they replace. And in the workplace, like, there's so much that's being automated. And, like, certain things I'm like, yeah, this should this should absolutely be automated because nobody wants to do this. Like, teach robots and stuff how to do all the things that nobody wants to do, so that way humans can go fulfill their dreams because we have those. So, like, I just really hope that maybe, like, content creation is started to be valued more. But I feel like when, like, social issues come up, like, the art's the first thing to get attacked. And honestly, we're seeing a lot of that right now. And I just really want to just do my thing and be successful, but I'm really worried about everything that's to come. don't mind spilling the beans. Your parents watch your stuff, or sometimes, yeah, they actually tune in. My mom actually helped with the birthday puzzle on my birthday, and my dad participated in the trivia. So like they're here, but they don't understand a large majority, I feel like, of what I do. My mom kind of just thinks I play video games on here. And even though I've explained to her, like, I do other things, I feel like she just doesn't fully understand or care. Like, the other day I tried to show her, like, not the other day, but like a couple months ago. You guys remember how you raised so much money for the Stretch Sense gloves? I was excited to tell my parents, like, hey, I did a fundraiser and now I'm gonna go buy some new upgraded technology so I can have better hand tracking. And the first thing that they got on my case about was like, you gotta stop spending money on this VTubing thing, you're not getting any money back from it. And I was like, no, it's paid for. They helped me save for it, so like I don't have to worry about it. It's not coming out of my pocket anymore. Like I can't do that anymore. And they settled down after that, but like I get the look like, you know what I mean? Like they just don't really get it. I feel like my mom also like can't understand why people would come to watch me just play a video game. She's like, why don't they play the video game? Like, they don't want to play the video game, they want to watch the video game. And she's like, why? I'm like, I feel the same way. I have a hard time, unless it's my friend or somebody I really want to support, I have a hard time sitting down and watching a streamer. Unless they know something about the game, or if they're drawing and they're explaining as they draw, or if I'm learning something, I can't sit there. And my mom's the same way, so she's like, she's struggling with it. Like, why are they here? Why are they watching you? I'm like, I don't know. But I try and make it like as entertaining and as informative and as inspiring as I can, and I just hope that's enough. Because that's the message I want to put out. And she always, she's like, I never see you talking about like your positivity stuff, like, or your Japanese practice, or your voice acting. I'm just like, she's just not around for it. You coming in when I'm playing Genshin when it's like on a day, like, it's not the day. I'm not doing anything today because I'm tired, right? But I really want to make content that makes people feel inspired to make their own, or join in on what I'm doing, or maybe just puts a smile on your face, and sometimes at the end of the day, that's all we need. And I just know that there's a lot of spaces where it's just not comfy, there's like negativity, there's drama. I want to be a safe haven away from all of that. Yeah. The type of thing you try to avoid, can try and predict what they're going to say. Yeah, I don't even like, my brother will be talking about his day, and my brother is very successful at lots of different things. He can drive, he can get good grades in school, he can do things around the house without being told to do them, and like, it's all very simple things that like maybe you'd expect out of me, but like, I've been fed up lately because every night after dinner it's me who has to clean up the dishes, because if you didn't cook, if you didn't have work, you don't get the break. You gotta do the dishes. And that was fine when my sister was around, because, you know, they did the same thing for me when I was struggling in high school. But there's only one of me to help with things, and I just end up doing everything. And I'm really fed up with it. And I know there's not much that can be done really about it, but it's hard. And my parents never really expected me to do very much, so that's why I had so much time to focus on what I wanted to do. And when I said, hey, I don't know how to do the laundry, my mom was in utter shock. I'm like, I never had to, therefore I never learned. So when she's all surprised, now she expects me to do 50 million things, like, don't be surprised. Please don't be surprised. I never had the need, therefore I never did. So, anyway. It's just very difficult to start picking up everything at once when you've never been expected to do anything at first. And there's also this just sting. Whenever I say I don't know how to do something, it's like, why not? Please don't ask me that. I'm asking you for help. I don't need that. And when I didn't get the job, I didn't need them telling me, you should have been searching for another job the whole time. Because, you know what, if I gotten the job, I wouldn't have gotten yelled at. Right? But call me spoiled or whatever, that I didn't need to do things for the longest time, but it's still a lot to adjust to when you're suddenly asked to do all these things you never had to before. And I know what I'm good at, right? And when I'm not good at something, especially if I don't want to do it, it's not easy to learn. And maybe it's something I quote-unquote need to learn, but at the same time, like, if I can find a different way to do it, or if I don't need to do it, I can actually just leave it to somebody else if I can get a job to pay them for it, then I'd like to do that. Please and thank you. I don't want to learn to cook. I really hate cooking. Every time I go into the kitchen with my mom, like every time I feel like I get yelled at, I feel like I get close to chopping my finger off, I get spattered with oil, like I don't like it in there. So then she goes tell me, oh, you're in charge of dinner tonight, okay? I'm like, what? You're just gonna throw that at me? Like, that takes a lot of time out of me. Like, yeah, maybe it's because I'm inexperienced and I'll get better at it as I go, but at the same time, like, I maybe wanted to record a video today. I'm actually going out today. I can't do that. And, like, I get, like, the eye for, like, declining this, not even request, this order. So, like, I know they mean, like, well, but just sometimes the tough love, and I'll say I'm feeling something and then be told, like, no, there's no reason to feel like that. I'm like, hello, I feel like that, therefore there is a reason. And it just feels very dismissive. And I'm just sick of fighting back at this point because they don't seem to acknowledge it at all. I'm also just gonna pull in a 3D model to see if I can make the hand any better. I'm gonna also just catch up with chat first. You jumped into Twitch, experimenting with VTubing stuff after you moved out. That's a smart idea. Yeah, and the other problem is my room is literally right next to my parents, so no horror streams. But yeah, I don't like being compared, and I feel like even though it's never said, I feel still compared. And he's younger than me, so that also hits. And I don't know how he feels capable of doing half of these things. Like for me, I don't like cars. Cars scare me. And if there is a capable driver in the driver's seat, I feel safe. If I am in the driver's seat, I do not feel safe. Maybe it's silly, but it's how I feel. I feel like I should not be in charge of the wheel, not of a car. I know it's something that comes with experience, but just something that can go that fast in my hands? No. I'd rather take the bus. And it just hurts every time that, like, I have to ask, hey, can we take Vel home? And, like, the best way to offer to get somebody home is to drive them home, except I can't do that. What kind of pose is this? Why is this menu all the way over here? Can we, like, reset the pose. Also, I don't think I saw Bata come in. Hi, Bata! And hi, Fable. I forgot to greet you guys. Know what might help you clear your mind a bit? No. I really don't want to. If you redeem it, I will do it. But, oh god, okay. Yeah. Group hug. But thank you guys for listening to me ramble. It's a lot. Maybe it's not, but like for me, it's a lot. No, don't worry, I'll go do it. I just want to figure out where... There we go. Can we change... pose? I just want to figure out the pose to make it like a T-pose. I can't change it. Maybe I can find a different pose. Hold on. And just drag it on. I don't want it to be like that. I'm glad, Bucky. Probably the most relatable VTuber. I want to be professional, but at the same time, like, I like to be able to talk about things that affect me, because a lot of things affect me, and I don't want to just act like everything's a-okay, butterflies and sunshine, because maybe if I discuss what I'm troubled with, that we can all figure out a good way to, you know, get around it, think about it differently, because the way that my mom is trying to present different mindsets to me feels more like she's forcing them on me, and I just don't want it. That's not closer to what I want. Is this closer? That's slightly better. Okay. That'll do. Maybe I should put the hand up? No. I like the way it looks down. Why won't it straighten out? Come on. Come on. Stop looking weird. Maybe you should ask Bulky if he can make a pose for this. If anyone, guys, if you have Clip Studio Paint and you want a particular pose, find Bulky, send him a message, and he might do it. So if you ever need like a 3D pose reference, or even 3D assets he's working on now, he's very excited about it. Don't tell him I told you guys that though. Old friend of mine sometimes steals my computer for 3D work. But yeah. You should ask him for something. Maybe not like soon, like closer to like December, because he's got a lot of schoolwork. But yeah. Ah! Michael Jackson. At least now, it'll be a while before you can redeem it again. That's true. I should do that now, actually. I'll do that in a second. Driving can be crazy, and cooking is wild sometimes. Yeah, one of my first cooking experience, guys, pot stickers. You know what happens if you put up the heat too high and you put water and oil in the pot sticker pan? Trauma. That's what you cook. Anyway, I don't like cooking. You don't feel like you exactly have people to talk to when those things happen. But there's one thing that does help. Oh yeah, I would like to hear the helpful messages, helpful methods. As long as we don't get like... I like to talk about issues. As long as we like kind of like generalize it. I'm sorry I haven't been generalizing. I guess it makes sense because it's my stream, but in general I think it's good to phrase things in a way that maybe more people can understand or apply to. So I don't wanna like encourage trauma dumping, because I feel like there are people who abuse that. And I do really want to try and tackle things that are hard to tackle. And it's just not always the easiest in the stream environment. You know what I mean? Let me show you guys something cool. Ready? We got this hand. I'll do the push-up in a second. Hold on. Sorry. Let me get the hand. Where's the hand? There we go. It's a little laggy, but you get the other hand. Yeah. And then manga perspective. See that? That is what I like. Whoops. Anyway, manga perspective is really cool. I just need to move the entire hand closer. I'll decrease the manga perspective just a touch. I need to rotate it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't think I'm quite getting the hand perspective I wanted to, but okay, let me read first. Yes, I'm procrastinating. Leave me alone. I bend the fingers backwards. It just brings it. It makes it feel a lot closer to the camera. I feel like that is really good for perspective, because it just makes it feel closer. And that just feels more like it brings you closer to the artwork, and I just feel like that's really cool. You know what I mean? The foreshortening is crazy, very dynamic. Yes, that is the aim. And this is what you do. You just pray. And not religious either. Okay, good. I was gonna say prayer is a very powerful tool, but for people who have different religions, it's like sometimes it's hard to figure out, like, okay, so wait, where are we going with this? So thank you for clarifying that right up front. Probably shouldn't mention religious. Yeah. I will say, like, in terms of religion, I don't want to talk about it too much, as I feel like generally it causes a lot of conflict. But I am very supportive of, like, if you have religion and you hold on to that for doing a good thing every day, or that's how you get through a rough patch. Like, I respect the heck out of that. But all I ask is just, in the spirit of positive chaos, you be kind to everybody, right? Doesn't matter what god you worship or don't. We're all just coping in our own ways and having a higher power to rely on. If some people believe in it, you know, we leave that to them. Just gives you a sense of comfort. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Comforting that there's a higher power, hopefully something that's looking out for you. I think, like, there's a theme in Free Ren that describes that pretty well. like Frieren prays even though she doesn't believe in some higher power. It's like, it's convenient. What? Convenient? Like, we don't know what's out there, right? But it'd be really comforting to know that there is. You know, maybe it's hard to believe that it is there, but you know, don't diss on people who want to think it's there. And if you need it, then like, you know, don't feel like ashamed or anything, because we're all humans and we all have our faults. We're not perfect. We need help. Yeah. Having parents understanding of that is difficult unless they ask or are curious. Yeah, I've tried to explain some things to my siblings, to my parents, and it's like sometimes I can get them to listen for a little bit, but ultimately, unless it's something they can actually see, they tend to lose interest really quick. And like, I get it. It's complicated sometimes when I talk about like Blender stuff. Only Boki really knows too much about that, so I usually end up going to him for talking about that kind of thing. But yeah. Let me put this on the side. Okay, I'll go do the push-up now, I'm sorry. Okay, unplug the phone. I feel like I'm really close to the camera today. I'm not any closer than I usually am, but okay. Leap motion is not there. So anyway, you're gonna hear me move away from the mic, but I am bringing my tracker so you can see my pain. I don't know how well it actually tracks it, but anyway. I gotta find some space in my room. Clear some space on the floor. Okay. Ready. Oh, I got caught on the chair. 3, 2, 1. Push up complete. And the phone is back on the table. Yippee! I gotta get myself back on the chair. Okay. Hard to people who can talk about cool stuff with, yeah, when it's a niche thing, it's really hard to find just anyone who will listen or even know what you're talking about. Because, like, even if you do find somebody who knows, it's like sometimes you wish just a normal person who you meet at whatever junction you end up having to go to is just willing to listen, because maybe they want to talk about something that you don't know about or you don't exactly care for, but they're a human being looking for conversation, and they can have a good conversation, and it gives you the opportunity to learn about something, even if you didn't think you were interested in it. So yeah, just saying "oh cool" is a little dismissive. Like, when they ask a question, that's one of the best ways to make somebody feel heard, is when you just genuinely ask them about something that they did. This has been a nice night. Gotten yourself to talk like this in a while. Oh, I'm glad you got to open up and hopefully felt comfortable. You have a lovely, lovely night. Take care. I hope your end of what's been troubling you clears up hopefully soon. Life is like a gotcha, so we can only hope. Asking a question is like lighting up a sort of dynamite of happiness, exactly. Because if you're paying attention enough to be able to ask a question on something relevant, like, bro, not only did you show that you are listening, but you're showing that you're following-ish, and that you're interested in a particular thing and you want to know more. Yeah. Yeah. It almost feels like a cult induction. I don't think I like how much manga perspective is on this. Something more like that is probably better. Explaining extraordinary endeavors to people with ordinary endeavors is a struggle. It is a bit of a struggle, but can also be a really important learning point for the person explaining. Because if you have to try and explain what you're doing to somebody who's never done it before, like, first of all, you're educating. You're educating. And educating breeds understanding, which breeds, like, comfort and a shared sense of belonging and importance, right? Because if everybody understood how cool it is that I can just wiggle my ears by moving my mouth, like, the amount of setup and work that goes into making something like that happen. Maybe it's not all on my end, because, you know, it's pendulum physics. All I had to do, quote-unquote, all I had to do, was edit a couple of settings, and the program took it from there. But, like, does everybody do this? No, because it's a special hidden step that maybe you don't quite know how to pull off. But if you ask the question, you can figure out how. Fortnite and Domino's. Ugh. Not sponsored. I feel like I should take my 3D model and put it in here so I can see how accurate I can get with this. That's the goal. And having her say, wow, that's really cool, one day. You know, she still hasn't seen this year's birthday trailer. I know I asked them initially when they're in the middle of watching a movie, but I was like, hey, I finally finished with that thing I've been working on for days. This year was weeks, but anyway. Then they didn't really remember, so ow. And I just haven't been on great terms, so I haven't really thought to bring it up. Because I'd probably get, 100% get, like, yeah, that's nice. Cool. That, or they'll criticize something without understanding, I can't fix that. No, it's supposed to be like that. Nope, there's really not much we can do about that. Also, it's finished. I think the insignia should be here. Should go here. Yeah. When the people closest to you won't acknowledge your passion, yeah. Yeah. That, or they say that they support it, but they don't really, or they don't support it in a way that actually means, like, what you need. Because saying that's cool is supportive, yes, because you're not saying that's trash, or you could be spending so much more time on other things. Yeah, it's not that, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel proportionate to the work that goes into it. Yeah, this isn't looking as good as I hoped it would. I liked my original art style before actually like getting proportionate. Like, why does it look so bad? Red hot, awkward, tense, Fields and Spence. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think it's the thumb placement. I wasn't even talking about the fingers, but you could be right. That doesn't look right either. There's no shading on it yet either, which probably doesn't help. I'm just gonna copy this eye.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. Honestly, my sketch looks better. Derpy as it is. Before it was a grasping hand? Wait, what? I think I missed the context completely. Do you think it's special, not to toot any horn or anything, the community is big enough to share with, yet small enough to get legit encouragement? Yeah. I was gonna say, like, honestly, one of the biggest things I'm afraid of losing if I were to get bigger, although I do want to get bigger, at the same time I'm like, I don't know how you communicate with the chat that scrolls at like a mile a minute. Like, if I look away for 1 minute, like, I would miss whatever happens here, because I like get locked in sometimes. I think you guys have bore witness to that. So yeah. But yeah, I like it how it is. I just wish it was a little bit easier to sustain. Yeah, because I feel like if I do get a job, I'm scared I won't have as much time to put into this, and I don't want to ever lose that, because this makes me really happy. You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with this. I don't want to do the other one. I think I'm gonna just work on refining this. Just, I gotta redo that hand, but I gotta redo a lot of it. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I got this here, the skeleton part. So that's pretty good too, I think. But I do have to get up in like not many hours, so look forward, I guess, to the recap that's gonna be happening
Thursday after I go out with Vel. I'm really close to the camera today. Why is that? I don't want to be that close. I'm not, hold on, let me see if I can calibrate. It's still pretty close. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so close. But I guess to show off real quick for anyone who's still here. Any new people? I am striving to be a Genshin character. Ready, 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 look, look, look. You see this thing? Yes, yes, that is a vision, but don't tell Hoyo. Not until I'm big-ish. Unless you can think you can get like a good word if you guys have like friends in Hoyo who you like know could pull some strings, like tell them I exist, please. Also, it's gonna do the glitching thing, so I'm gonna switch right back to here. I'm gonna fix that issue eventually. Hopefully by next stream. We can hope. Only hope. Anyway. So anyway, my ultimate goal is to be a voice actor for my own character in Genshin. But even if I can't get there, I just am really enjoying building up a community here with you guys. So thank you for being here. I will continue trying to make lots of cool stuff. Yeah, so just if you're enjoying it, keep coming back, because that tells me you're enjoying it. And if you drag your friends in on it, you know, that's also really cool. So just thank you for being here. Thank you for always like talking to me and listening, like really listening, because that means a lot to me. And I just hope you guys have fun. Even if we're not having fun, if we have some serious talk, then I hope you guys get something out of it. And hopefully maybe like make you feel a little bit better about whatever's going on for you guys. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go, so I'm not gonna raid. I just gotta go straight to bed. But just again, you guys are the best. Thank you. Just said persona. I'm getting set in your head. Thank you, Bean. I'm gonna get some sleep and banish the nasty thoughts as best I can. But yeah. I'm just gonna go on and on about how good I feel in this space, because y'all, I'm just gonna get through it, and I'll come here at the end of the day to recharge. So I just hope to see you hear what I do. You ready for the usual spiel? Next stream is on Thursday. 10 o'clock EST, 9 o'clock CST, 8 o'clock MST, or 7 o'clock PST, all PM. Again, Thursday. I hope to see you guys there, but until then, stay awesome and pervade the positive chaos. Bye, guys!